Greetings and blessings. Welcome to JsGrassFedGarden at Shadowbrook Farm. We're looking west right now towards Mount Anthony, and it is peak foliage here in southwestern corner of Vermont. We got the nice rushing brook over there. Good to drink. Drank some yesterday. Felt pretty good. It's coming up there from up there. And I had some friends out here yesterday, some good brothers, and they helped me catch up to where I needed to be. So planted this whole first bed to garlic, and I can link to that video here, and basically what was going on was I was having to lay the wood chips on top of the grass bed and then separate the garlic cloves as I was going. So, and then I was having to go get the wood chips over yonder with the wheelbarrow, and then, so it was taking much longer than it needed to be. So yesterday, with the help of my two brothers, they were able to lay the beds with wood chips, and as they were doing that, I was able to separate all of the garlic over in my trunk over there and all the buckets, and then come through with all of the garlic and plant it. So both of these beds right here are planted to all of my garlic for next year, and the very end of this third bed to like right about there. And then I have all of these, I guess we can go take a look at them real quick. I have all of these black walnuts, apples that I've collected, been making apple cider, apple butter, pear butter, apple sauce, apple pies, all that good stuff. And so I have the pear pulp and apple pulp, which have all of the seeds in it, and then I have about 60 pounds, maybe a little bit more, of black walnuts in husk that I collected from some local black walnut trees. So, and then I also have some more elderberry cuttings, fresh propagation material that I'm going to propagate more. I can link to that video here, how to propagate elderberry cuttings. I've done a video on that. And so using all of this nursery stock propagation material, I'm thinking about, see that little paper marker? So that's where the last of the garlic takes up, and then from here all the way down can be for some more garlic, black walnuts, elderberry cuttings, apple pulp, and pear pulp. Excuse me. And that would create a nice nursery stock bed that they would grow up for 1 year and then can be sold or healed in to another place for another year. And so the name of the game is keep scything the rest of the 80 feet by 80 foot square And so we'll probably get 1, 2, 3, probably about 4 or 5 more rows, which would make it 8 big rows total. And then in between, I'm going to lay grass and wood chips, and kind of just like, I'm taking the grass-fed system that I use and the back to Eden method and combining the two, which I had already been basically doing at my other garden. Now I'm just doing it on a larger scale. And then have some modifications need to make to the greenhouse to strengthen the structural integrity of it, and also still on the hunt for some repurposed greenhouse plastic. So if you live in the southern Vermont area, northwestern Mass, or western New York, reach out to the email below if you got some repurposed greenhouse plastic, or if you know anyone with some repurposed greenhouse plastic, so I can get the greenhouses going before it gets too cold. So anyways, it is October 22nd, and this is Jay's Grass-Fed Garden update. We got strawberries all planted to this row, and my camera's about to die, so bear with me. Horseradish, and then comfrey, wild oregano, also known as marjoram, yarrow, chocolate mint, all mints in here. There's mountain mint and spearmint, all local varieties. And then, so the mints go all through here. Sage that I started from seed 2 years ago, regular oregano, and then there's 2 peach trees, all echinacea, and then down this whole row is the Jerusalem artichokes that I just replanted yesterday on a root day. Elderberry cuttings, rooted 1-year cuttings that will get up to 8 feet next year, and then the back is unrooted elderberry cuttings that will need to root their first year next year. And then all through here is my hand-selected ever-bearing raspberry variety that I have like 8 to 10 plants now, which started last fall from just 2 propagation suckers, and then those berries put on a raspberry now, which I'm harvesting from the mother plants that I originally propagated these from. So to have a raspberry that puts on in late October and still in the early spring, I'd say that's amazing. So that is all my nursery stock that I've got moved over from the other garden. Now it can spread out and expand and start to propagate more. And just to close that up, so 4 to 5 more big rows, which will then transition, like next year, this 20 pounds of garlic that I have planted in here, these 2 1/4 rows, will actually, this 20 pounds is going to flip to 80 pounds next year, and then that will actually take up all 8 of these big rows. And then in between the big garlic / propagation, nursery propagation rows will be annual vegetable production. So one love, stay tuned, wholeness. Thank you everyone for your support. It's peak foliage out here, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace and blessings. Grateful, thankful.